ended my last video with like the remnants of a cold, just about to hit home, and I woke up this morning feeling like death. Some men would have stayed home today. I thought about it, I was like, I feel too ill for this. I've got a laptop, I could just work at home, but I've got up, I'm moving, I'm drugged up, I've got my tablets on, and I'm going to soldier on through. And I think the fresh air's doing me alright. I'm feeling much better than when I first got up, so it's always bad, isn't it, the first day of a cold. But yeah, I'm feeling better. Gonna try and soldier on through the day. If I start getting bad, the problem I have being here is I can't get so bad that I can't drive home, you know? So I've kind of got to make the call way before I normally would make the call. Like, being unable to drive is a pretty good reason to work from home. But being able to drive isn't, you know what I mean? I hate taking days off ill. I don't think I'm ever ill enough. It's like, I'm literally have to be bedridden before I contemplate it, and I know that's bad as well because I essentially risk making other people ill too, but you know. So poorly this morning that I completely forgot my lunch. It's literally at home ready to be put inside my lunchbox. Well, my lunchbox is here, empty. Literally walk around Bath for about 40 minutes and then decide on a sandwich from Pret, which is right next door to work, and some grapes. Also a box of fudge, but I might not eat that. Currently trying to race that cloud. And then a little bit of fresh air will help clear my cold a little bit. I'm trying to give myself hay fever. Pretty good day today actually. It was really productive. Got lots of mapping stuff done, and then basically figured out a problem we were going to have, and then discovered just how bad like our changes are going to be when we change everything, and that basically ruined my day. Just occurred to me that they're autumn leaves. Snooker was great fun. It was jolly good fun. We had there was 3 of us for the majority of it, and then a 4th came along towards the end, and it was a standard good old. We kind of joked about how it'd make a really good podcast. We just kind of talk shit for however long and just play some really bad snooker. Definitely needed it. I almost kind of wanted to cancel because I was in kind of a bad mood, but I definitely needed that. But it's bedtime now. I didn't think today was going to be a relatively important day with meetings and whatnot. I'd have worked from home today. I feel like shit at that point in a cold where like everything hurts. I lift my arm up, aches right now. I'm very weak. Hoping as the day goes on, I get a little bit better. I get to go to the meetings that I want to go to. And then if I feel like this tomorrow, I'll stay at home. Bloody time jump as well, ladies and gentlemen. I had a relatively productive day today. There wasn't as many meetings as I thought there would be. But relatively productive, and then in the afternoon we had meetings which overhung, which is why I came back home late and walked back with someone else, so I didn't vlog there. But I was like really productive up until that meeting. Then I'm in the meeting and there's like a fucking jackhammer outside, and my head's pounding. I'm like, I can't breathe. I'm there and I'm like, I just need to close my eyes because that fucking jackhammer is killing me. And I had to like leave, make myself a lemsip, come back. Pretty touch and go. It's pretty touch and go. But yeah, like when you're working at the computer, like you kind of distract yourself from it. But when you're in a meeting room, it's more obvious. I feel bad as well because they're essentially like there's people that are trying to have a meeting and they're like, oh gosh. But anyway, that's by the by. Otherwise though, we've had a relatively chilled out evening. We went to the supermarket to pick up some more tissues, and I'm heading to bed early because I need some beauty sleep. And I say early, it's 11 o'clock because we were watching Bake Off, and then Channel 4 fucked it up by breaking the stream, and then we had to like reload it again from the beginning, which meant having to fast forward through all the adverts, and such a mess. I hate Channel 4 Online's adverts. They're so bad, they're so irritating. You know when you're like literally less than 5 metres away from the bus when the door closes? Yeah, that happened to me today. I was running a little bit late this morning, but I'm feeling a little bit better. I don't feel like I'm on my deathbed anymore, so that's pretty good. So hopefully it gets better during the day. I do have a little bit of a headache, but I'm waiting for my tablets to kick in. I always think about getting my longboard and then longboard into the bus, because that way I'll get there quicker and in theory I won't miss it very often. But then I remember about these frigging cobbles. Come on, Bath, it's fucking 2017. When you have a cold and like you don't really feel like eating much. Well, today at 9:30 I got over that hump, and then there was not enough food in the world to stop me growling. Just did that thing where you accidentally start watching TED Talks for an hour and a half. I did also sort out a video, so that's alright. We finished watching Orange is the New Black, which is, I mean, the 5th series. There's very hit and miss Orange is the New Black. And the 5th series, all of it was an absolute fucking joke. And but the ending was alright. So it's not as surefire as House of Cards, but it's alright. I mean, Series 3 was absolute garbage. Series 4 was good. Series 5 was trash. Series 1 and 2 were good, but otherwise we've had a relatively chill sesh. Like when I was coming back, Laura was coming up on the cycling up the path, and she messaged me saying, if you meet me halfway, and then like if you meet me halfway, I'll tow you back on the longboard. And I'm like, right, okay, home. I flew down that path, and I met her literally at the base of it, and she was like, how'd you get here so quick? I'm like, huh? You gotta pull me further now. In my haste, however, I did literally come home, dropped everything, picked up my longboard and went. That's why I didn't have my camera with me. Guys, it's a Saturday, it's not even 8 o'clock yet. Dressed, I've had breakfast, I've got shoes on. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna have a great day today. We're gonna have an absolutely awesome day. We're gonna get so much done because I just dropped Laura off at the bus station. Laura is going to Birmingham for the day with her sister and mum. So, that means I have the flat to myself. Basically all day, literally until about 10:30 tonight. A lot of time. Well, some of that time is going to be spent doing like jobs. I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning, got to do a whites wash, got to do things like that. And I need to do some like ordering stuff online. But apart from that, it's going to be a day of work. I'm going to get my security service up and running in one fucking day. It's going to be a dream. That's my plan. I've got my identity manager running. I just need to have, I've got like, the proof of concept and like the architecture ready, but otherwise the rest of it has been taking too long. And that's what I'm going to be facing today. That's the problem I'm going to be solving. It's taken me too long to get this far, and it's like a thing that's stopping the rest of the project moving forward. So, that's my plan for the day. So I apologise if you was expecting like a fun beach day again. The only downside to this is I am still quite ill. My throat's still a bit funny, I feel a bit queasy, but I'm going to soldier on. I'm going to make the most of today. I was so ready for this, I was so ready for today that I actually brought my work glasses home, because my work glasses are better than my home glasses. That's how ready I am. All I'm going to do is very quickly upload a video and sort out comments and stuff, and then we're going to dive in. I'm getting to the point, I've got to the point where I've got everything up and running. I just need to install a load of databases and I forgot how fucking big some of these downloads are, and I'm just kind of sat waiting for them, and you know when I'm like, oh yeah, cool, right, so I'll set you up, I'll set my laptop at the same time, so if I'm ever developing on either computer it's fine. I've got a working developer machine, and then realise that I've got 3 things downloading currently, 2 things here, 1 thing there, all of them are a gig at least. The internet is not quick at the best of times. God damn it. Apparently I had a SQL Server 2008 instance running on my computer for some fucking reason, and that was causing me absolute grief. And the Surface installs fine, and I'm like, why is this different? It's like SQL Server Express already exists. What? What I was doing, but at some point in my past life I must have clearly tried to install it. So it's taken so long, I'm doing a whites wash at the same time. I've got it up and running, and then like I say, I had problems. So I set it up on the Surface, and then it went through fine. I'm like, right, there's something else going on then, isn't there? And it's because it's like, it doesn't really know what version of SQL Server it was. But SQL Server is being used because the as my identity server. So using Identity Server 4, which integrates with SQL Server. Everything else we're using MongoDB, but I'm looking closely at Cosmos and DocumentDB. So I am in a rabbit hole of like encryption and security and all of this garbage at the moment, and trying to pass secure things into Service Fabric. I'm having fun. What I've discovered though is something which I think will allow me to put my security stuff in CosmoDB, the DocumentDB database, which is going to be grand, which means I don't need to have a SQL database. And I was thinking about it, I'm like, writing all this stuff, and I've set up my Cosmo database, and I'm like struggling to get Atlas to install SQL database. I'm like, why? Because it's SQL database like kind of out of the box with like entity framework and stuff. I'm sure someone must have tried to do it with DocumentDB. It must be possible. Bam, NuGet pack. Well, there's a couple of like iffy NuGet packages, and then boop, a pretty good looking one. So I'm going to try and do it now. But I'm just finishing off my dinner. Got 5 minutes to go, so I'll have to put pita bread in. To be honest with you, it doesn't look like I've made much progress today. Like, what is that thing where like I've done so much work today, not much to show for it so far. I've got like essentially like 4 or 5 lines of code, but I've set up databases and stuff, and I'm like proving the and all this shizness. It's there. It's just complicated stuff that I need to read up about before I just like fucking smash out code. It's not one of them days where you just smash out code. It's one of them days where I'm like setting up all the config stuff. I had dinner and I'm now in the world of managing Service Fabric applications, and I'm trying to install a sign-in certificate onto the Service Fabric cluster. And it's complicated as fuck. I think everything's set up so that if in theory it could decrypt the encrypted shit inside the parameters, it'll be able to do it. But I can't decrypt yet, so. Got a tea. Laura's on her way back, although she's obviously in Birmingham, so it's going to take her a while. But yeah, so this is the fun I'm having. Got past the bloody encryption issue. I've now got an issue with, I think the NuGet package I'm using doesn't reference ASP.NET Core 2.0. So I believe that's causing a bit of a clash. But otherwise, we'll get in there. So yeah, the NuGet package, which I'm using to integrate with DocumentDB, isn't updated yet to support ASP.NET Core 2.0, that means basically the hour that I spent this morning getting everything up to date to the 2.0 is unnecessary. So I'm going to be rolling it back, which I mean isn't too much hassle. I'm just going to roll back all the versions back to 1.6 and then run off there. Then it should be alright until, yeah, it's not a problem. It's just that project on its own will be 1.6 and then everything else can be 2.0. But it's looking like it's working. Apart from that bit, it's looking like it's working. Otherwise, I've just picked up Laura. I'm going to head off to bed. It's been a friggin' long day today. But got a lot done. Got a lot done. Not a lot to show for it. Literally nothing to show for it. But it's nearly working. I've nearly integrated with an empty database. And I've got like all secure connection strings, all secured encrypted passwords and all that kind of stuff, which is awesome too. It's the issue, just got to roll back a couple of versions of ASP.NET Core, and now I am trying to prove that it works. It's there, it looks like it works, but I have no code that integrates with it, so I don't know. Bright and early, I was working in the office, but Andrew Marr's on, so I'm going to watch that in here. This is also the world's slowest fucking TV. Oh look, I'm pressing left, Jesus. Before she'd managed to chew that chew down to the right size, she actually was walking around with it under her mouth like this. She's not looking where she's going, she just walked straight off the windowsill and just like landed on her cage, luckily. But yeah, so she loves that treat. That's a pretty good treat. We headed on out to go get her some sawdust and stuff, and to get ourselves some things, because we need some bread. We always end up buying a big loaf of bread, like tiger bread, most weekends, almost to the point where the weekend isn't the same without it. But anyway, we went past this crispy, because probably not half as attractive if it was called crusty, would it? Also, Graham's out in a ball. Bubba, I'd forgot about Graham. She's not been out long, but she's out in a ball anyway. We went to Krispy Kreme's, and it started off with Laura joking about, why is there a drive-through? Who is so lazy for donuts that they go through a drive-through to get Krispy Kreme donuts? Graham. And went from that to being like, we've never actually had Krispy Kreme donuts before, so we was like, let's have a wander in, let's see what it's all about. And we thought, like, we'll just buy one each. And then we went from let's buy one each to, oh, it makes sense to buy three, because it's basically buying two is the same price as buying three. Then I went from that to buying a dozen. So we bought a dozen of them. We made a royal error. Beth and Ben had to come around to help us eat a couple, and we've still got 4 left, which is madness. We've got 5 left. Oh god. So, and the thing is, like, Laura doesn't eat sugar in the week, or she's trying not to eat sugar in the week for some reason. So I've got to eat more. Christ, I like. So that's going to be good fun. But otherwise, today we've done one of them days where you don't do shit all day. We've just chilled out. I didn't get any programming done past that little hour that I had this morning before Andrew Marr. So, god damn it. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited about the fact that politics is back. I'm all excited about that. I love a bit of politics. The topic, as is always going to be the topic, is obviously Brexit. And this morning, with Andrew Marr, firstly you've got the Labour guy being like, yeah, we may as well are just going to stay in Europe, but with none of the privileges that we currently have. So we may as well not bother leaving. And then, here's the thing, this baffles me, so I want to get it out there before I end this video. Right, so obviously we're negotiating with Europe. Europe's negotiators said this week that Britain Britain's negotiators didn't understand the key issues of Brexit and we were making no progress. Whereas our negotiators, David Davis, were saying we've made good progress on a number of things, like some bullshit he was talking about. And what was the other complaint as well? And we're making, every time, like the main thing we're talking about at the moment is the bill that they're trying to get us to pay. We're just questioning everything on that bill, saying we've got legal reason not to pay half these bills because you haven't got a legal argument to make us pay it, basically, right? But everyone is like going, oh, this is so embarrassing. The British people don't know how to negotiate in this, right? And let me get this, this is a very roundabout way of saying what I'm trying to say. You can imagine why it might be a tactical advantage for a European negotiator to say that we aren't doing a very good job. You can imagine why that is hit, because if they say that Britain's frustrating it, then Europe goes, oh, fucking Britain being dickheads again, oh, happy fucking birthday. Then British people go, oh, fucking David Davis isn't doing a proper job. Everyone can then start to round on the negotiating team, then it's their, you know what I mean? Why do we trust the European news? For the same reason that David Davis is going, yeah, everything's fine, because he's like trying to get us to look good. They're doing the same, and yet we're like, oh, they've said that we're doing great. We're doing a shit job. Why are you doing a shit job? You don't know if I'm doing a shit job or not because you're not in the room with me. This is one of them things that's been annoying me recently. It's just I don't understand the logic of just looking at two people. One of them's our politician, another one is one of Europe's politicians, and then going, well, I believe a random nobody from the European Negotiator Board versus our lead negotiator. I believe them wholeheartedly because I don't trust you, but for some reason I have no reason not to trust their opinion in this and not think that it's biased in any way, shape or form. But that's by the way. Also, don't get me started on Labour's approach to this either, it's a fucking mess too. But yeah, so politics is back. Andrew Marr's back. I'm fucking excited. I love politics so much. So there's that. Otherwise though, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this video here because it kind of makes sense to be about this length. And then we can start the week as we would imagine to start the week. Yeah, where I am with my project as well is I have a service that has everything set up and database connections set up to a DocumentDB database, which is pretty cool. I'm now going to try and implement all the things I need to use that database as a security database using Identity Server 4, and there is plugins for that. Like I say, we did this before, we have this kind of system at work, but it's a SQL database. And I'm trying to do it with a DocumentDB database for banter, basically. But there aren't that many good NuGet packages. They're all like quite old NuGet packages. Well, not old, but small NuGet packages. Not like the Microsoft make the SQL one, so it's pretty big. It's pretty well used. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of playing with. But it's good fun. Graham, it's bedtime. It's not really bedtime. Not really tired. But I've had 2 really late nights. It's Friday. Well, 1 really late night last night. So I need to get up early tomorrow morning. Oh god, I need to fucking die. That's 3 years. So yeah, right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this video. I'll try and get this video uploaded to you as quickly as I possibly can do, and I'll catch you later. Look, I was gonna end the video last video and then start the video today, but I've done a terrible job of that, so may as well just bolt this on. Leave YOLO back into work today. We've had a productive day. We got a back-end issue fixed, and now we are rolling into the front end and doing like JavaScript and stuff. I'm throwing in some whatever stuff, and then we're changing a lot of stuff as well. So words, shopping, Monday night, standard stuff, boring day. Hence the lack of vlogging. I'm going to sort out a video now. This video you're watching right now. Try and upload it for tomorrow, YOLO, and do a little bit of work. I'm thinking. Hard work, isn't it? Catch you later.